Communalism arises either due to power struggle or relative deprivation. Argue by giving suitable illustrations. Again, you have illustrations as a word. That means, you'll have to illustrate, give some real life examples here. So, in order to begin this question, see, this question sounds a bit difficult, but if you try and understand it, it is not that difficult. You know communalism. We all read communalism in our general studies paper 1 syllabus. It's mentioned as a term. So I started by first defining what communalism meant to me. In my own words, you can take any definition which you find, which you might have learned, that communalism is when two groups are competing for their own interest and they feel that their interests are antagonistic to each other communities' interest. And so the question is actually about the reason for communalism. It arises, they have given two reasons to you: power struggle and relative deprivation. And they are asking, how does it arise? Whether it is because the first one or the second one, or you have something else to tell us. So by giving suitable illustrations, I first started by communalism, what it meant. I gave some examples, how it developed in our country. In the Indian national movement, how it was developed because of some divide and rule policies of the British, how it was developed in our country. And then I tried to pick up the keywords from the question. The keywords are power struggle and relative deprivation. Whatever examples were coming to my mind, with both of these words, I tried to list them out. For example, in relative deprivation, when we study the Indian national movement, we study the fact that, the Muslim community came later in the direction of education and, already the Hindu community, especially only the Brahmins from the Hindu community, had already taken a lot of government jobs. So they felt relatively deprived. And so I think this could be where you can again, focus on this. You can mention it here, that how initially the community feels that they are relatively deprived. Okay, and how that might lead to communalism. See, communalism is a very violent form of expressing opposition to a community. It's like feeling that our interests, my interest and your interest cannot just stay together. So that kind of a feeling, whatever incidences you can mention, there have been certain riots also in the country. Communal riots have also taken place in some states like UP or other places. So you could give some examples there. And talking about relative deprivation, how relative deprivation occurs, that one community is progressing a lot, and in relation to that community, the communities are in relation. Maybe in absolute level, the community itself has not developed, but in relation to that community, maybe there could be a relative deprivation feeling. And coming to power struggle, if there's limited power, or if the political administrative setup in the country is not representing the minority sections or some social groups, then there could be a demand for power struggle. So I just tried to use some of the examples and try to substantiate my point and try to end. Coming to the end of this question, don't leave I don't leave such kind of questions into a very bleak thing that this is it and nothing could be done. No, there should be some hope at the end of the tunnel, some silver lining. So I just mentioned that even today the Indian society is a society with unity in diversity, and we coexist together in harmony, and how different initiatives are taken, how Ramzan is also celebrated, and how even Ram Navami is there together. You have Hanuman Jayanti, all the things being celebrated together. So this could be some examples which you can say that despite the fact that communalism somehow finds its place in the mainstream events, but still it is just a background thing, and it's time that we can end the communalism in the society. So I took you through the entire general studies paper 1, and I tried to cover in little bit details, minute details, how I thought about it, what were my thoughts about the questions, And I just hope that you're able to gain from this clip, and I could add some value to your own thought process and your answer writing.